President Donald Trump has said that prosecutors found no evidence of campaign collusion with Russia despite a lengthy and costly investigation. After 2 years and millions of pages of documents and a cost of over $30 million, no collusion. Trump tweeted on Saturday morning, one day after new court filings from special counsel Robert Mueller. The $30 million appears to be a reference to the cost of Mueller's investigation. The figure does not account for the assets former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort agreed to forfeit, real estate and cash estimated to be worth between $42 million and $46 million. New court filings allege Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, was in touch as far back as 2015 with a Russian who offered political synergy with the Trump election campaign and proposed a meeting between the candidate and Russian President Vladimir Putin. This article Mueller and prosecutors in New York suggested the Kremlin aimed early on to influence Trump and his campaign by playing to both his political aspirations and his personal business interests. The filings, in cases involving Cohen and former campaign chairman Paul Manafort, capped a dramatic week of revelations in Mueller's probe into possible coordination between the Trump campaign and the Kremlin. They bring the legal peril from multiple investigations closer than ever to Trump, tying him to an illegal hush money payment scheme and contradicting his claims that he had nothing to do with Russia. However, the president's supporters say that the filings still do not provide a smoking gun on Russian collusion, charging that Mueller has merely woven innuendo about Russia contacts together with unrelated crimes. In one of the filings, Mueller details how Cohen spoke to a Russian who claimed to be a trusted person in the Russian Federation who could offer the campaign political synergy on a government level. The person repeatedly dangled a meeting between Trump and Putin, saying such a meeting could have a phenomenal impact, not only in political, but in a business dimension as well. That was a reference to a proposed Moscow real estate deal that prosecutors say could have netted Trump's business hundreds of millions of dollars. Cohen admitted last week to lying to Congress by saying discussions about a Trump tower in Moscow ended in January 2016, when in fact they stretched into that June, well into the U.S. campaign. Cohen told prosecutors he never followed up on the Putin invitation, though the offer bore echoes of a March 2016 proposal presented by Trump campaign aide George Papadopoulos, who broached to other advisers the idea of a Putin encounter. Prosecutors said probation officials recommended a sentence for Cohen of 3.5 years in prison. His lawyers want the 52-year-old attorney to avoid prison time altogether.